Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, David Burrows, and this is episode number 88.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Tell me you're ready.
Hello, everybody, once again, and as always, thank you for taking the time to stop on by right here on the show. And as I always ask, please take the time to subscribe to this channel and share this video with 5 new friends so we can keep getting bigger and better for all of you. You know how it works. All right, well, a very, very busy week and weekend here around at the show. Summertime seems to bring on the festivities and keeping us busy, probably keeping you busy as well. Let's start off by going down to Norma Jeans in London, Ontario. Third Wave from Sarnia qualified to go down for Battle of the Bands for an opportunity to open at Rock the Park coming up in July. Now, unfortunately, they didn't win, but I got to tell you, they really represented Sarnia very, very strongly. In fact, we had a bus come from Sarnia down to London, and well, let's just take you down to Norma Jeans in London. We're going to show you a little bit on the bus and some of the performances down in London, Ontario with Third Wave at Norma Jeans. Take a look.
Band comes from Sarnia, representing K106. To get into the competition, they covered Chilliwack. Don't hold that against them. They've got 3 songs for you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Third Wave.
My opinion is even better. It's a song that launched them nationwide. Thank you so much. We are called Third Wave, 3rdwaveband.com. Check us out. Good luck to all the other bands. Win, lose, or draw. We're all in this together, guys.
Well, once again, there you have Third Wave down at the Battle of the Bands, Norma Jeans in London, Ontario. Got to say special congratulations to the winners. Dirty Little Secret. They'll be going on to Rock the Park coming up here in July. So congratulations, Dirty Little Secret. And I really got to say congratulations, Third Wave. These guys have been playing hard in the past, something like seven shows in a week or something like that. They've been playing hard and they're tired, but they kept going anyway. So congratulations to Third Wave for getting down to Norma Jeans for the Battle of the Bands. And special thanks to all of the fans who came down on the bus to support Third Wave. We had a great time down there and looking forward to another one. Now, in fact, Third Wave, very busy this week. As I mentioned, Bridge Bash was happening this past weekend under the Blue Water Bridge. And we had a chance to get down there and spend some time on the Saturday evening. And Whiskey Rain was down there, and Third Wave was down there, and Big Pappa was down there, and Aaron Vansickle, a couple special performances, and a young girl was down there performing as well. We're going to show you some of that footage right now. But before we show you that footage, Glen McKenna, the vice president of the Point Edward Optimist, had a few things he wanted to share with us. So let's go backstage down to Bridge Bash and talk to Vice President Glen McKenna. Take a look. We're backstage here at Bridge Bash 2013. You know, in spite of the rain, there's still lots of people out there having a lot of fun. And, of course, joining us every year, Glen McKenna. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, Dave.
You
know, rain or not, this is great. I was out running around with no shirt on, and a few people left.
Yeah, a couple people left. I saw that, yeah. And then you put the shirt back on.
And they came back.
Yeah, that's good. Perfect.
That's good.
So, of course, this is an annual event down here, but this year is something a little more specific for the money being raised. Tell us what's happening with the money this year.
Well, Dave, what we decided to do, and it was, I'm going to say it's kind of a knee-jerk decision, that we didn't, and then we did. Yeah. So it was one of those darned if you do, darned if you don't kind of things. Yeah, I suggested, you know, they wanted me to change Bridge Bash weekend to the 19th and 20th, coincide with the MacKinnon.
Yeah, right.
I said no. It's got its moniker, it's its own brand now. Do a second one. Oh, no, we can't. Yeah. So 2 days later, after everybody thought about it, they said, yeah, let's do a second one, but on a smaller scale. Instead of 4 bands, 2 bands. Anyway. Yeah. So what we've decided to do is, in conjunction with the Village of Point Edward, we are building a splash pad under the bridge.
Awesome.
And what I'm looking to do is, over the course of the 2 weekends, Mother Nature, is raise $50,000, take a big chunk of our physical financial investment away from that. So far it's been great. We had a fantastic night last night with all the bands, and tonight people are still sticking around having a great time.
You know, it's warm out there, and I remember saying, and you and I talked earlier about when we were kids and it was a warm day and it rained, we ran outside and
we stood right next to a puddle.
We didn't have splash pads.
David, we used to stand next to puddles in front of St. Clair High School and wait for the bus to hammer. Something for the younger kids to come to, an alternative. They'll know about it. Yeah. They'll come here, and as they get older, they'll still come here.
And you know, quite honestly, too, aside from that being a great reason, I mean, another reason to come to Point Edward.
Absolutely.
Village of Point Edward. Let's go into the bridge, have the fries and the dogs, and splash pad during the day. I know you got some sponsors, so we better thank them really quick. If you can,
sponsors?
Yeah, yeah. Is there a list?
There is a huge list. Look at it. I'm going to try and rip through this. I've been reading this all weekend, driving people crazy.
On your mark, get set, go.
OLG, the Village of Point Edward, Liggett Signs, Billy Boxes, 3-Phase Electric, 99.9 The Fox, K106.3, 1070, and 103.9 CHOK, Central Sanitation, Molson, Canada, Kriska Transportation, Purdy's Fish Market, MOD, The Mod Space, Sarnia Observer, Preferred Electric, Bore Fencing, Agreco, Vason Enterprises, Preferred Towing, Swiss Chalet, Van Communications, Hertz Heavy Equipment, Delta Power Equipment, Hughes Intelligence, and the Point Edward OPP.
And Point Edward Optimist and Glen McKenna.
And Indiefest.
Everybody in front of, yeah, thanks. You know,
but David, before we go off the air, I kind of held something back here. You know about the Under the Covers thing. We went down to London, and we ended up placing second.
Yeah, you guys put on a great show.
Thank you very much.
Represented Sarnia.
I'm getting a lot of emails. From the musicians up there.
It's a contest. You know, it is what it is.
It can go anyway.
We had a bus of 40 people down there. I was like, well, you put me in charge. I wasn't really in charge. Let me tell you, it was a lot of fun.
You faked it well.
I did.
But as people know, with contests, things can go either way at any point in time. Absolutely. Some people hear things that other people don't.
Sure.
And I said a bit of a spiel, if you remember, about cover bands not getting the respect and the notoriety because we have the hardest job learning other people's material instead of doing our own. So what I created for this, thank you to Molson for donating these wonderful Coors Light t-shirts.
Oh, that's awesome.
I made the official Bridge Bash concert shirt with all the names of the bands listed on here, and I would like you to have that on behalf of the Point Edward Optimist Club.
I'll be sure to wear that on next week's show.
We love what you're doing in the community with the show and Indiefest and keeping it up on the local entertainment, so that's kind of our tip of the cap to you.
Well, thanks so much. Glen McKenna, a good friend, but also a hard-working man, along with all of his volunteers down here at the Point Edward Optimist. and the Village of Point Edward coming on board. And everybody, if you weren't down here tonight, I'm telling you, well, you're going to see some of it coming up on the show. Glen McKenna, once again, thanks so much.
Thank you,
Cheers.
David.
Across the field where the creek turns back by the old stump road. Well, I'm gonna take you to a special place that nobody knows. Baby, get ready. Ooh, you and me going fishing in the north, lying on the banks and down the stars with a cool grass road.
Mentioned a very special appearance happening up here. All right, so I know he's really excited. He's got some fans out in the audience. You know this guy up here? Awesome. From Bryce Grove, Ontario, he's going to do 2 songs for you. Vansickle. Vansickle, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, keep it going, raise it up.
Now, you know what? The Optimist Club, we love. We're friends.
Got something special for Glen. You made this, right?
Yes. It's a picture of me and Glen on the stage.
It's Glen. Look at this. All right. Focus in on that. You got the cameras going or whatever. This is Glen and Marissa on stage. She painted this for them. Now you take that. You hand it over to Glen, all right? Awesome. Never stop. I gotta tell you, they are the hardest working band I know, and I know a lot of bands. Ladies and gentlemen, make the big noise. Here they are, Third Wave!
All right, well, thank you, Glen McKenna, for your time backstage there. Lots happening. Even though it got raining down there, it was a warm rain. People stuck around. We had a great time down there. Special mention, I do want to say, to Aaron Vansickle. He was a young gentleman there you saw playing the guitar. Glen gave him the opportunity to get up on stage and show off his stuff. And that young girl, Marissa, she was in there as well. So congratulations to everybody who came down and performed and everybody who came out to support a great cause. I believe they've raised about, don't quote me, about $15,000. They're trying to put in a splash pad, as Glen mentioned there in the interview. So we're going to be looking forward to seeing more of that. Also, don't forget MacKinnon Weekend, also coming up July the 19th and 20th. Just Google it online. You'll find out all the bands that are going to be down there. And we're probably going to try to get down there as well. So once again, congratulations to the Point Edward Optimists on a successful Bridge Bash 2013. All right, well, of course, another Indiefest coming up this Saturday, July the 13th, and we're very, very excited about this. The #1 indie rock group in Canada, Dream Aria, are going to be coming down here to Sarnia, along with special guest Elias. They're #1 in London. Autocratic Oath coming down from London, and local performer Curtis Cloud's going to be performing to open up the show. Doors will open at 8 o'clock. And K106.3, the Summer Patrol, is going to be down there joining us in the beginning to give out some prizes and stuff. So get there early when the doors open for your chance to win some great, great prizes. Now, in saying all of that, we'd like to talk to the bands before we get them down here. And Ann Burstyn from Dream Aria, the lead vocalist from Dream Aria, in fact, spent time with us on a Skype interview, and we're going to talk to them and then play one of their videos. So take a look at this, and I'll be back with even more. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this week on the show, very, very excited. Of course, we were just sharing many of the Canada Day festivities, which you saw there. But now we're talking about Indiefest, Part 5. Once again, coming to the Stubborn Mule, July the 13th here in Sarnia. And we have got the #1 indie rock group. They're above Our Lady Peace. They are above Finger 11. They are Dream Aria. And here to join us here is Ann Burstyn. You are the vocals of Dream Aria.
A new guitarist named Andrew, and hopefully we'll just stick with that from now on.
Yeah, well, it's very common in bands, of course, to change through different members until we kind of quite get it right, for sure. Now, you mentioned 3 CDs to date, and I've got to say, you know, a lot of groups, of course, out there trying to fight for recognition and everything, but all 3 CDs of your group doing very, very well right from the start. And right now, being #1 indie rock on Reverb Nation, above a couple I mentioned, Our Lady Peace and Finger 11, that's got to be very, very flattering for you.
It is. I'm quite stunned, actually. It's very, very amazing. You know, we're blessed. We're very, very thankful, grateful, appreciative, of course, to all the fans, friends, all the people that run these kind of sites, you know, like Reverb Nation. You know, thankful to the internet, of course. It's been a great tool. And to all the DJs and, like, you know, like yourself. We wouldn't be anywhere without all that support and that appreciation. So.
And you say, you know, the internet, it's very common to be played on the internet more and more, but still we say the old school radio airwaves, recognizing the talents that Dream Aria has put out there. Most recently with Fallen Angel.
within the tunes that sort of take you on this journey from here to another regions.
Right.
So,
well, we're very exciting music to listen to for that simple reason. That's very eclectic, I guess would be.
Yeah, it is eclectic. Yeah, but yeah,
I wouldn't want to put you in one genre for sure, and it must be enjoyable as an artist to be that eclectic, to be able to not just say, we're not just country, we're not just rock, we can please a lot of different crowds, correct?
Yes, we didn't go into it thinking in that mindset that, we have to please this group of people and that and the other, and we have to have different genres. Really, we were just writing, and it was honestly just coming from the heart, whatever came up at that time, whatever the mood was, whatever the influence was at that moment, just came together, and we just can't imagine saying, okay, let's just be a rock band, let's just write rocks. It doesn't work that way. That's not coming from a truly inspired place, I think. So we really just go from the heart and whatever comes out in that moment. We try to, keep it focused too, of course. You don't want to be all over the map, but
no problem. Once again, Ann Burstyn from Dream Aria, and they're going to be down here July the 13th. Stubborn Mule tickets, $10 in advance down at Cheeky Monkey, Pickers Alley, and Sarnia Rocks. Get them in advance because there'll be more at the door, and I'm not kidding, folks. Now, right now, we've got the privilege of sharing one of the videos and what we were just talking about, Fallen Angel, and here's Dream Aria with Fallen Angel. Thanks again, Ann.
Thank you. Woohoo.
Take a look, folks. Well, thank you, Ann Burstyn from Dream Aria, for that very special interview. And what a great video they've got there, Fallen Angel. And they've got some great hits. Get on to Reverb Nation. In fact, go to indiefest.ca and you can hear all of their music and watch some more of their videos. We're very, very excited for this to be happening. Once again, Indiefest Part 5 down at the Stubborn Mule, coming up this Saturday, July the 13th. Tickets are $10 in advance, and they will be $15 at the door. So get down to Cheeky Monkey or Pickers Alley and Sarnie Rocks to get your tickets in advance. Save yourself some money. It's going to be a great, great show. We're very, very proud to have all these awesome performers once again down at the Stubborn Mule this Saturday, July the 13th for Indiefest Part 5. Now, continuing on with Indiefest, the all-day festival, August the 24th. Just announced, once again, we've added another band for this all-day festival. Abandoned Souls will be joining, along with Zealot's Desire coming back. They performed earlier at one of the Indie Fests. Southern Fried Incorporated, great independent rockers for Southern rock. And, of course, Iron Shirt is also going to be playing. They're from Sarnia as well. So things lining up and coming together. Now, there's been a bit of work involved, I don't mind saying. I had to put some elbow grease, and I had some help with some friends. We're going to be doing this out back on the old volleyball courts at the Stubborn Mule. And here's a little bit of what we had to do to start preparing for this. Take a look at this quick video, and then we'll be back with more. Here we are. Looking pretty crazy. Wow, look at this here, eh? This is the efforts of two people. Now we've just got to work on the fence. Right about there is where the stage will be going. Yep. Keep watching for updates. Once again, a little before and after there of how Indiefest, the all-day festival, August 24th, out back at the Stubborn Mule is going to be coming together. So I want to say special thank you to my friend Gary Rochon, who came out there and was helping me pick up garbage and cut things down. Also my friend Matthew Corey, who stopped by to offer some help. Thanks, Matt, for that. And Kathleen Mundy from Little Caesars Pizza. She gave us some pizza after we were done sweating there for a little bit and fed us. Thank you so much. Awesome deep dish pizza, by the way. If you'd like to be a part of Indiefest, you'd like to help us volunteer, bring this together to make it a reality, I'd appreciate your help. Send me an email to the show at davidburrows.ws. I'll get in touch with you. We've got signs you can put on your front lawn, or we need people to put up flyers, or just help with the success of what we're trying to do for Indiefest. And then we'd like you to join us for the whole day festival as well. So Indiefest happening August 24th, out back at the Stubborn Mule. Keep watching for details. Now, it's going to be a busy weekend, is that for sure as well, because I've also got my annual Karaoke Cruise is coming up. In fact, 25 years of DJing at karaoke, I'm going to be celebrating on the Duke d'Orleans, and I'd like you to join me. Tickets will be $20 each on August the 25th, so the day after Indiefest. Then we're going to go out on Sunday night from 6 to 9 p.m. in the Duke d'Orleans and have some great fun and karaoke. All right, well, that's about all the time I got for you. Don't forget, if you want to be here on the show, you've got an event happening, you're a business, you've got you just want to think it'd be cool to be on the show, send me an email to the show at davidburrows.ws. That's all the time I got for you this week. Have a great week and an even better weekend. We'll see you next time right here on the show. Bye for now.